Hello, how are you doing? Welcome back to some more Football Manager 2023 and another part of the Journeyman with Leeds United. Today we take on Crystal Palace in the Premier League before going away to Grimsby Town in the FA Cup. I'm looking forward to that one most certainly, and hopefully you guys are too. Thank you for the incredible support on the series so far. We are closing in on 100 episodes of the Journeyman, which is really quite insane. We've been doing it pretty much every day. We've barely missed a day since the release back in November, and it has been just wonderful. So thank you very much for all of your support on that. Keep it coming. And yeah, I don't see any end in sight for the Journeyman at the moment. So thank you very much for that. Leave a like if you're enjoying all of that good stuff. And of course, if you haven't already, do click that subscribe button for daily Football Manager videos. Today, let's have a little look at how we've got on since the last episode. We've been doing very, very well, it's fair to say. Last time you saw us was that 4-0 victory over Astana. We've beaten Burnley 3-0, with Aronson scoring and Peter Murray scoring another 2. We then beat Chelsea 2-1, Peter Murray and Nat Wallbank scoring in that one. We then beat Fulham 5-1, went back to our former club. Peter Murray scored 2, Namaso, Archie Gray and Vitinha scoring there. Then we beat Stoke City 5-1 with Peter Murray scoring 2. Casadei, Wallbank and Mayanos joining them on the score sheet. And more recently, we drew 1-1 against Manchester City away from home. Vitinha scoring in that one. All of that means that we are currently in 6th place in the Premier League. 2 points behind 4th place Manchester City. They have played 2 games less than us, though, somehow. Everton are ahead of us as well. They're having a very, very good season. If they win their 3 games in hand, then they could be well back into the title fight with their big rivals. Liverpool, Manchester United and Chelsea are up there as well. If we can keep this sort of form going until the end of the year, then there's no reason why we can't get into that title fight. We have been incredible since November, really. We have not been beaten since that Liverpool game back then. We've played teams such as Barcelona, Tottenham Hotspur, Arsenal, Manchester United in there, Chelsea away. We've just had a really, really good run. And I'm really, really proud of the boys for that. Squad performances, top goal scorer, Nat Wallbank with 10 from 15. Peter Murray coming good finally, 9 from 13. 9 for Vitinha as well, 5 for Edgar Navarro. Top assists is 8 for Francisco Jorge, 5 for Wallbank, 5 for Navarro, 4 for Vitinha. And top average rating is Andre Lunin with a 7.26. We've got a 7.25 in there for Wallbank and a 7.25 for Cesare. Casadei as well, which I'm really, really pleased about with that one. Competition-wise, of course, starting the FA Cup today, we are expected to reach the quarter-final in that one. I'm hoping I knew it would happen because I went on the squad screen. It wrecks your team for today, but I will be back when we are ready for this one. Right, here we are for the team today then. We've got Lunin starting goal with Sobby, Robinson, Tiara and Lyons in defence. Gray and Kone will start as our defensive midfielders with Navarro, Jorge starting wide of Wallbank and Peter Murray up top. So let's get into the action. Squad number will be given to Johnny Ballesteros, who has obviously just come in. He is a 19-year-old Colombian. We signed him in the summer. We did send him back on loan to Atlético Nacional. And he has scored some very good goals for them. He looks incredible. 17 finishing, 16 first touch, excellent pace, excellent off the ball. He could be a 5-star player in the future. Let's get him into the team nice and early. I'll hopefully get him in there today and we'll see what he is all about. But somebody that I'm very, very excited about. And didn't cost us a great deal of money either. But Crystal Palace, of course, always will provide a big challenge. They are in the Champions League this year. So that, of course, will mean that they're confident of taking us on, especially because we're having to rotate the squad because of pretty bad fitness, to be fair. But we have got one of our rest weeks in there ahead of the FA Cup match. So we just got to get through this match. And if we can do pretty much unscathed, then we can be in a position where hopefully going into the Grimsby Town match we'll be ready to rock and roll. But there's the Premier League table. Crystal Palace currently down in 12th. They're not a million miles away. They were riding high pretty early in the season, so they're not in the best of form of the season. But we're out there. We are playing fantastic football. But of course, since the last episode, I have closed the game and opened it again. So we know the Football Manager gods will be trying everything they can to punish me for stopping my play session last night. So here we go. Oh, what a save from Lunin. The FM gods were not expecting Andre Lunin to be in goal. What a player he has been. What a signing. I mean, I remember when he signed, a lot of you guys were saying, oh my goodness, he's an old man. What are you doing? He's been Real Madrid's second choice. So, yeah, just really, really bizarre to say the least that he's been so good. Of course, won the Golden Glove last season, was injured for the first 2 months of this season. We had to go out and spend 25 million on a new goalkeeper because we had nobody, basically. And yeah, Lunin came back when we were in a bad run of form, and he has pretty much single-handedly turned us around, I would say. I think his leadership at the back and his quality of goalkeeping is just keeping us going. Murray gets a photo, Wallbank, and what a find he has been. Obviously was lying around in the under-21s last couple of seasons. Played pretty well for the under-21s, and I thought, I'll give him a chance, and he has definitely took it with both hands and already scored 10 goals this season, including Champions League goals as well, which I think shows his quality. So yeah, really, really happy with the composition of the squad at the moment, and certainly it's going to be a very quiet January because we've got no money to spend. Michael Elise's just scored, and it's 1-0 Crystal Palace. That is not what we wanted to do there. I mean, that's just a huge gaping gap on that left-hand side, and that's why we like having Mizogen over there. But he's not fit today. I didn't want somebody feeling incredibly tired being over there. And we're 1-0 down. And it's the sort of thing, one defeat can absolutely wreck your form. So hopefully we can get back into it. We have been 1-0 down in other matches and come back and won comfortably. Lyons gets it forward, loses it. Navarro tries to win it back, couldn't do that. And now they're pushing forward. Dedic gets it to Carter Vickers. Here's Howes, boots it clear. Header from Tiata. Kone. Here's Gray. Kone. Tiata. Here's Lyons. Kone again. Gray. Oh, what a ball forward towards Peter Murray. Didn't quite work out for him there, though. Here's Mashek. Now to Carefal. Oh, excellent tackle from Kone. Kone now to Gray, over the top to Peter Murray. What a chance for Peter Murray. Oh, it's off the line by Lovato. How on earth did that happen? Goodness me. I was just about to say that's exactly what he's been doing. Great ball over the top again, though. Lyons tries to run onto it, can't do anything with it. But here's Gray, gets it to Navarro with the shot. Oh, just wide. I was clenched fist. I was ready to celebrate. Goodness me, that was close. Right. I mean, surely we've just got to not lose faith here, because we have been by far the better team, and I think we're going to win this match. I think we want to make some changes. So Michael Robinson's going to come off for Mbete. Lyons is going to come off for Mizogen. And Jorge not having the best of games. So let's get Vitinha on. Let's see what he can do from that position. 3 changes, freshen it up a little bit. Keep the players that were playing well on the pitch, because eventually they're going to make the difference here. Oh, Soppy's taking a knock. I think he'll be okay. Should be okay. Here he is. Soppy gets it to Gray. Soppy. Navarro. Navarro now through to Tiata with the shot. Wasn't far away for the central defender. Not far away at all. Right, we're going to go attacking now. Here's Tiata with the free kick. Gets it to Gray. Gray gets it forward. It is cleared. Now here's Kone. Kone to Tiata, to Gray. Mbete. That's forward. All the way towards Navarro. What a chance to whip this one in. Navarro into the middle. It's Vitinha now who heads back in. Mashek away. Here's Vitinha. Vitinha cuts inside. He shoots and Wallbank scores. Is that going to be offside? No, it's not. It's the 11th goal of the season for Nat Wallbank. And what a finish that was from him. And it was Vitinha. I don't know if this was meant to be a pass or a shot. Whatever it was, Wallbank stole it. Let's have a little look. I'm sure that was a shot from Vitinha. It was a pretty pathetic shot as they go. But we are back into the match through a Nat Wallbank goal. And it's 1-1 now. And hopefully this is where we will take advantage of Crystal Palace, because we have been dominating here. Navarro gets it forward to Wallbank. Wallbank using his pace, running onto it. Here he goes. He whips it in towards Navarro. Navarro whips it in to Vitinha, and he does score this time. Very good from him. And now we're going to take Peter Murray off, and we're going to put Johnny Ballesteros up top. I don't actually know what he likes to do. Advance forward, apparently, so he will do exactly that. And I'd love to see him make a debut goal here. That would be pretty awesome. But Vitinha on the score sheet, he is still scoring goals well into his 32nd year. He has Soppy with the throw, gets it to Gray. Soppy again on the ball, whips it in. It's Ballesteros, and he almost got an assist there. How on earth that was kept off the line, I don't know. But Ballesteros looking confident, looking dangerous already. Good tackle from Mbete. Here he is now, still pushing forward to Archie Gray. Archie Gray over the top. And Vitinha's there. Now Vitinha on this left-hand side. Cuts inside. Great shot. But it's saved by the goalkeeper. It looks like we will lose Vitinha come the end of the season, because he wants a big pay rise. And I don't know if I'm prepared to give that to a 32-year-old when we've got so many good prospects up top coming in. So Wallbank with the header. He makes it 3-1. And yeah, I mean, you know, we've got Wallbank. If Ballesteros ends up being good, we've got Alvaro at the club, Peter Murray. And, you know, Vitinha, as good as he is, he's not irreplaceable. And Wallbank has just been an absolute revelation this season and deserves everything that he gets. Right, Aquino is going to come on. Lunan gets it clear. I'll tell you what, Ballesteros was there. Header from Soppy to Wallbank. That's over the top towards Johnny Ballesteros on his debut. Oh, what a goal from Johnny Ballesteros. He scores his first goal of the year for Leeds United. And that was just absolutely awesome. Another great ball over the top from Wallbank, who has been awesome in the assist department. And that is just such a composed finish. What a start to his career. And, well, there you go. There you go. I think that's going to be our lot today in terms of changes, substitutions, and very much the challenge from Crystal Palace. And once again, a terrific second half performance. We knew it was coming. We were playing brilliantly in that first half, just needed a little bit more luck. And that was brilliant. And that is exactly how we've been playing the whole time. So I'm very happy that the FM gods failed in their quest to punish me for not playing the game for a while. We'll give Ballesteros a start, probably. But he has been terrific. He really has been. You know, he's been doing well over in Colombia. He's only came over today as his loan ended. And what a match. He had half an hour, played a 7.9. And looked dangerous, looked great. I think he could be a real difference maker in the second half of the season. It's like having a new signing at the end of the day. So, yeah, and, you know, maybe we need to be looking in the development centre at players that could potentially come up next season. You know, I'm looking at Michael Sant. He's a wonder kid, by the way, or at least was until he turned 21. He's just turned 21 in November. He was a wonder kid. He's having a decent season down in the Championship. Plays in midfield, can play in that attacking midfield role, can play on the right as well. So, he suits us down to the ground, Michael San. Aquino's down there. I'm looking at this guy, Serdan Jovanovic, who is a central defender. Some really good attributes there. He's on loan at Bolton this season. 3 player of the matches so far for him. Jens Kelder's a bit older. I don't really want to be using him, I don't think. But there are some good prospects down there to keep an eye on. And as our financial situation is getting worse and worse, that's where we're going to be having to look. We did sign a new contract, by the way, between episodes. We're now contracted until 2035. We were a little worried that potentially we could lose our job at the end of the season if we didn't perform. But we've got a 4-year contract extension. So there you go. 4 seasons left at Leeds United, apparently. But yeah, we are going to keep a little eye out for the next challenge, because realistically, are we going to win the Premier League with Leeds United? I'm not sure. We've got a very good young squad, but I'm looking at that financial situation, and that is just getting worse and worse, and I don't really know how to stop it. Yeah, it is what it is. We've got a lot of debt, decent amount of transfer debt, which is completely my fault, but that's not the whole bit of the problem. This club is just shedding money. They've already reduced our transfer budget to nothing, our wage budget to nothing, essentially. So, yeah, it's going to be a quiet January, but hopefully a very successful one if we can keep this run of form going. Let's go and beat Grimsby, shall we? Well, some really good news. Arthur Tiara, who has been considering his options, has finally entered into contract negotiations with us, and he's agreed a new contract. Fingers crossed he will sign it. It's on less money. 2 more years of Arthur Tiara, our captain. Oh, that would be awesome, wouldn't it? There we go, all signed, sealed and delivered. Tiara will be staying for another 2 years. That is like a new signing in itself, because he is just a brilliant defender. 4-star ability, of course, and has been a key player in the Hannard era. That will take him up to and including his 34th birthday, which I think will probably be the end of Arthur Tiara. Well, this is the interesting one. Real Madrid won Peter Murray. I was sort of Bayern Munich, apparently. I mean, where do we even start with this? He is in form. Do we think we could realistically get 100 million for him? Apparently not. Apparently not. That's fine. I don't really care. I feel like he may well be unhappy with that. Shall we try 80 million? Oh, that's close. Oh, hang on. How is that 80 million? It is 80 million, to be fair. But I kind of want it up front if you're going to pay that for him. No. Okay. Fair enough. I think he's going to want to discuss personal terms with that. No, he's okay. I think he's fine. Let's have a look at his happiness. Struggling to connect with Navarro. That's a shame. Okay. Peter Murray stays, hopefully. This is a tough one. This is a really tough one. So, Fadil Ramadani has been touted, many, many times by top clubs. I think we had an offer of as much as 96 million by Bayern Munich in the past. We had an offer from Real Madrid earlier on. We rejected it, and basically Ramadani kicked up a fuss because he wants to join Real Madrid. And now £87 million has been received for him, which is above the 82 million that we agreed. However, it's not all up front, which I think is a big problem, really. But he has been a key player for us this season. I mean, this would be pretty tough on us. But it's £87 million, and I think we have to accept that. And fingers crossed he won't join them. I really need to get more money from the board in terms of our transfer revenue, but don't think that's gonna happen because of the financial situation. So it is what it is. Yeah, I'll be sad to see him go, but we do have other players in that position. Right, pretty much a fresh team to take on Grimsby Town. Want to try and play some different players in there. James Crouch will start and go with Soppy, Aquino, Tiata and Lines in defence. Gray and Kone will continue in the defensive midfield positions with Aronson and Vitinha. Supporting Wallbank and Peter Murray up top. A very, very strong squad, but one that I hope can perform at this level. We're actually going to put Malman in there because he hasn't had much of a chance this season because we changed the tactic pretty early on. He was going to be a central attacking midfielder and obviously was going to be our first choice in that position. Same with Burak Ince, actually, who started the season really well and hasn't really played since. Probably need to get him playing some sort of under-21 football or training in another position. But he has been patient. He hasn't complained. And, of course, we got him on a free transfer, I think. So, looking forward to... Or it was, 9.5 million? So it was pretty cheap. We could make a big profit on him if we need to. So... yeah, looking forward to coming out against Grimsby. Always enjoy these crazy FA Cup matches, League 2 against Premier League opposition. We're in terrific form. Grimsby are top of League 2, though, so they'll fancy their chances as well. And hopefully it'll get a bit of confidence into the likes of Peter Murray, Archie Gray, who's going to be getting a lot more first-team football now that Ramadani's probably out of the door. And here's Malman with a free kick, gets it in towards Aquino, and it's over the bar from him. Unlucky there. And, here's Peck with a free kick, and it hits the post. Goodness me. Grimsby Town nearly taking the lead there. And I don't usually play a cup goalkeeper, but I wanted to give James Crouch a go because he started the season so well for us. And then, of course, we signed the Wonder Kid goalkeeper. And he didn't get a look in after that, but he did start the season well. I think he does deserve a little run in the team, so I think maybe in our FA Cup matches this year we'll give him a go, because if we're getting to the later stages of the Champions League, we're going to be playing a hell of a lot of football in the second half of the year. Here's Wallbank. Gets it forward to Aronson now. Aronson into the middle. It's away. Now here's Jayasimi. Blapo to Jayasimi again, who passes it wide to Peck now. Giabi. And, they're not doing bad, are they? This Grimsby team. And I tell you what, it could have the reverse effect if we end up losing this match and losing that winning streak to a League 2 side. That'll be a bit embarrassing. Here's Malman. He works it into the middle. Aquino couldn't get his head to it, but here's Tiata, newly contracted Arthur Tiata, and rejected a couple of clubs in Portugal for that. And Peter Murray has just scored. I think it would have been a penalty, Jeff, anyway. But 10th goal of the season for Peter Murray, and that is a massively important moment for him. Only scored 3 goals in the league last season, but this year he's starting to come good. He's scored, I think, in 6 of the last 8 games. Yeah, Wallbank was absolutely shoved out of the way there. That would have absolutely been a free kick, and Malman would have probably scored from that sort of range. Here's Aquino, gets it to Soppy, now forward to Gray, Wallbank, forward to Peter Murray, good save by the goalkeeper. And, here's another corner. It's going to be Malman who whips it in, whips that cross right towards the back post, and Tiata had a chance, but Couldn't quite get it into the back of the net. So, let's keep pushing. And obviously we've had our rest week, so looking good. Ballesteros, by the way, has joined up with the Colombia under-23s. I don't know exactly what they're doing, but he's playing football for them, as is another player, actually. I can't remember who it was now. It was... who was it? Not sure, but it was for Argentina under-23s. Yeah, I can't quite remember who it was now, but yeah. So Ballesteros couldn't play this match, which I was a bit gutted about because I wanted to see him maybe score another goal in this episode. I'm sure it wasn't a fluke against Crystal Palace, but we have dominated possession so far. I would expect to be more than 1-0 up at this point. Oh, Malman not having a good game, and that's disappointing, really. I know it's not his natural position, but he should be making the most of these sort of opportunities, if we're being honest. Jorge is going to come on, and Archie Gray is going to come off. We'll put Ramadani on, probably going to be his last action in a Leeds United shirt, which is gutting. You know, I don't want to get rid of our Brazilian, he's not even Brazilian, Portuguese defensive midfielder. You know, he's added a bit of flair into our squad, a bit of solidarity, but he has had his fair share of injury troubles this season and definitely tired issues. And Casadei is the better defensive midfielder ultimately. So, yeah, it was Cristiano who was Brazilian, I think. Who, of course, we sold to Chelsea a couple of seasons ago. Here's Aquino. Gets it to Soppy now on the right-hand side. Soppy to Ramadani over the top. That's the sort of ball I'll miss because Peter Murray is going to put that into the back of the net every single time. Yeah, Ramadani is capable of that, and that is why Real Madrid want him at the end of the day. Great goal, 2-0. And the worst thing is, we are going to be playing Real Madrid later this month, so might even delay the transfer a little bit until after that match, because that would be rather ridiculous. Although he should probably be cup-tied for the Champions League. I don't know if that's a thing in the Champions League. Here's Jorge, gets it to Peter Murray, who scores his hat-trick. Excellent stuff from him. He has now finished off the match. We'll get Alvaro and Vitinha onto the field. That seems good to me. And see if they can grab themselves a goal. Lines can come off. Actually, no, Lines is feeling okay. Oh, Grimsby nearly scored there. Let's bring Navarro on. Yeah, we'll leave it at that for now. That all seems good. Yeah, good goal from Jorge there. Well, Jorge with the header. And 4-0 now. Excellent stuff. Right then. 10 more minutes. Here's Peck. Whips it into the middle. Header. Ooh, I tell you what, Grimsby have put up a good account for themselves. I know it's 4-0. But you'd probably expect that. you know. But they've had 3 shots on target. They had that free kick early on. They could well have done better, and wow, what a goal from Leandro Aquino, who inexplicably was retrained as a left winger. He can play there as well, and after a finish like that, potentially that's where he needs to play. What a finish that is, with his left foot into the top corner, and it's now Grimsby Town 0, Leeds 5. Are we going to have another Aquino masterclass? Oh, we nearly did. We nearly did. Right, another highlight just before the final whistle here. I think our fitness is coming through now. Navarro loses it. Here's Drury to Giassimi. Gets it forward towards North. And that is offside. 10 seconds to go. I think that's going to be full time. Let's see. Theatre keeping an eye on the ref. Oh, passes it to Lyons. Here's Theatre again. Ramadani, Aquino, and there it is, full time. Thanks, ref, for that extra 20 seconds that I don't think we needed on our legs. How dare you? But very, very good. We're through to the next round of the FA Cup, and that is definitely something I'd want to win this season. We're playing Middlesbrough in round 4. That's going to be a big opportunity to win when we're at home. You know, I do think that we can do that. We will be back then tomorrow with 2 important Champions League ties, Dortmund and then Real Madrid, as we look to try and secure our automatic place in the top 8. If we can beat both of them, I don't see how we don't do it. But that is, of course, going to be very, very tough against Dortmund, who are an excellent side, and then away to Real Madrid. But we are in incredible form. We're scoring goals, scoring lots of goals, and you know, in the best possible position to do all of that. So if you have enjoyed it, give it a massive thumbs up down below, subscribe for plenty more Football Manager videos, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.